Okay, so what I'm going to do is just show you very quickly how we set up a basic rod and reel as we use for wreck fishing. It's a very simple rig that we use for lots of different things, from bass fishing, pollock fishing. I'm just going to very quickly show you what I'm going to do. This is a boat fishing rod. It's what they call a 15 to 20 pound class. So that's ideally the type of weight line you'll be fishing with a multiplier reel. This line I'm using today is a braided line, which rather than being monofilament line, it's actually got zero stretch, which gives you incredible sensitivity when you're fishing in deep water. And it has a much lower diameter than normal monofilament, so it has less resistance on the water and cuts through the water a little bit easier. I'm just going to put the rod down. What we need is a boom, which our line will pass through, and hopefully I can get this to pull through. What I've done is cheat, just to put my braid through, is put some line through the boom, and this should pull my line through, which it has. Onto our boom, we're going to need to attach a bead and a swivel. The bead stops the boom banging into the swivel and damaging the knot we're about to tie. Just a simple blood knot, tucked. That pulls nice and tight. Then what we need is our monofilament leader, the trace line, which again I'm going to tie to the other end of the swivel. The same knot again. Put it nice and tight. Trim the ends. Now normally when we're wreck fishing in deeper water, we'd fish a very long trace, but just for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to make it a few feet long today. Maybe about 4 feet. Then we need to tie a lure on the end. This is a kiddie sidewinder with a red head. Really, really effective lures out on the wrecks for loads of fish. We use these for cod, bass, pollock, and just about almost any species. We've even got conger eels on these before. Great lures. It's got an upward facing hook which stops it from snagging on the wreck. It's got weight in the head, so when it actually falls down and the weight hits the bottom, this will actually sink to the bottom as well. And as we lift it up through the water, the tail will wiggle, attracting the fish. So that's our basic rig. What we would then do when we get untangled, tighten the drag on the reel, is attach our lead weight, which allows it to sink down through the water. This is ones we make ourselves with lead off the church roof. And that's our basic fishing rig. Obviously we'd normally fish a much longer trace, so the fish wouldn't see the weight and the boom quite as much. To fish it, it's as simple as throwing it in the water, let it drop down to the seabed, which is only about 2.5 meters deep here, and then as we wound up from the seabed, the weight will come up with the lure chasing it and wiggling through the water until the line tightens and you know you've got a fish on.